My sister's wedding was perfect. White chairs, soft piano, a breeze that touched only the petals. People smiled like they meant it, laughed like nothing ever hurt. I remember holding my wife's hand during the vows. She squeezed once, then let go. Something had shifted. Later, just as the photographer called for the family photo, she leaned close, whispered in my ear, "We have to leave, now." I turned. She wasn't panicked, wasn't upset, just certain. "Why?" I asked. "I'll explain in the car." And that was it. No goodbyes, no explanation. Just the two of us walking out of that sunlit illusion, my wife's heels silent on the gravel, my pulse pounding like a warning. We didn't speak for miles. The road home cut through nothing, just fields, fences, the occasional crow. I watched her reflection in the window. Tense jaw, blank stare, hands folded tightly in her lap like she was holding something dangerous. Finally, she said it. "You really didn't notice?" "Notice what?" "The looks," she said. "The way they touched, the way she laughed around him." Still nothing. She turned to me, eyes sharp. "Your sister," she said, "and your father." The air in my lungs froze. "That wasn't fatherly," she continued. She flinched when he hugged her. He kissed her shoulder like it meant something. And when he gave his toast, she cried. Not happy tears. She was holding something in. Couldn't you see that? I said nothing, because suddenly I could. 1,000 things I'd ignored, dismissed, until that moment when my stomach turned to stone. I didn't ask questions. I gathered facts. There's a difference. First, I dug up every photo I could find. Weddings, birthdays, Christmas. I stopped looking at faces and started watching hands, space, tension, the way her smile never reached her eyes when he stood behind her. Then I checked dates, therapy appointments she never mentioned. She'd told us they were for stress, work, burnout, but she never brought a therapist to our parents' house, only met them online, private, hidden. Then came the receipts. My father's bank transfers to an unknown email, monthly, timed. They weren't large enough to raise alarms, but they were regular, like hush money. Still, no confrontation, just silence. And a camera I placed inside the house, hidden behind the mantel clock, because I needed proof. 3 days later, I watched the footage. My father in the living room, my sister across from him. She was trembling. He leaned in, said her name like a threat. Low, calm, measured. "You will not ruin this family." Her voice cracked. "You ruined it the day you touched me." Silence. Then a smile, his, thin, controlled. "You have no proof." But now I did. I printed the video stills, captured the audio, compiled the bank records, every grain of rot. Then I sent them. To my mother, to my sister, to the police, to the press, all at once. I called him, asked him to meet at the old family cabin, neutral ground, quiet. He came. Of course he did. Still wearing that patriarch mask, like he thought I didn't know the man underneath. I said nothing when he arrived, just slid a folder across the table. He opened it, paused. His face didn't move, but his eyes, they pleaded. "I did what I thought was best," he said. That sentence broke something in me. I stood, walked to the fireplace, lit the match, dropped the original tape into the flames. He watched it burn, smiling, until I said, "That was a copy." I turned to leave. "You won't survive this," he said. I paused at the door. "I'm not the one on fire. He's in custody now. The press won't stop calling. My mother claims she never knew. I believe she chose not to. My sister doesn't speak much these days, but when she does, she says my name like it means safety again. I sleep beside my wife without nightmares now. She saw what I didn't. She didn't walk away. She pulled me out. Sometimes justice isn't loud. It's cold, relentless, calculating. Sometimes it wears a wedding suit and smiles for photos, right before it collapses in full view. The truth didn't ruin my family. The silence did.